If you're new here, then you may not be aware of the fact that I have been a certified life coach for the past 7 years, helping women figure out exactly who they are, what they want, and what they desire so that they can show up in the world with authority to create a life that they love. You also may not know that for the past 2 years, I've been studying to become a licensed mental health professional. In the midst of doing both of those things, I, as a Black woman, right, I can only speak from that lens, have come to notice that as Black women, we put a lot of stock into our accomplishments. So growing up and even in my 20s, even now in my 30s, right, I've had to always prove to people that I deserve to be in the room, right? Prove to people that I've earned a seat at the table, right? Prove to people that it wasn't affirmative action that got me here. It was me working hard, understanding content, being able to take what other people say in all these big jargon words and break it down so that the average everyday person can understand what's going on in their minds, with their bodies, what they have going on mentally and emotionally. I've been doing that for years, right? And the realization that I had to come to is that because I've always had to prove myself, I go through life feeling like it is my job or my responsibility to prove to the world that I need something or that I deserve something, right? And what ends up happening is those accomplishments start to define who we are, and we let that sit in the place of who I am at my core. So I forget that I need to learn about me and that I need to nurture me and that it is my responsibility to build the inside me, the little girl in me, into that person. And I only focus on my goals and I only focus on my accomplishments. And that trauma, right? No matter how many accomplishments we have, no matter how much we try to overlook it or push past it, that trauma always comes back because we are not dealing with our trauma. We're pushing past it and masking it in events, and we're masking it in accomplishments, and we're masking it in money, and we're masking it in titles. When in reality, until you deal with where that is coming from at your core, you will never get to where you want to be. Right. So for me, that trauma is not feeling like I am enough unless I have the accomplishments or I have the titles to back it up. And for you, it may be something else. But whatever that trauma is that you've been pushing away, whatever that trauma is that you have not been pushing yourself to get to, that trauma is what's keeping you from getting ahead. If you want to get ahead, you have to address that.